Hey there, you're watching the Jessa channel on YouTube. I'm Jessa, and these are the tiny tales of Kettle Falls. This is The Sims 2, and we are playing Kathy's tiny tale. And Kathy has finally gone to the Elder Council, pleaded to be allowed to be given back her baby, her firstborn son, Sirius, and she was successful. But motherhood is a lot harder than even she bargained for. So I think it's time for Kathy and Sirius to get out of the house and go visit Sirius's farmer godmother. This episode was brought to you with the support of patrons of the Jessa channel, like Ralph. Thanks, Ralph. Join the party at patreon.com/the Jessa channel. Welcome back to Kettle Falls, and we are playing Kathy here, and her story has been amazing. Such a beautiful story. A story of motherhood, a story of betrayal, a story of vengeance. It's been intense. And by the way, while I'm at it, I want to make sure that we have gone in here and made sure that Vidorna, so Kathy hates Vidorna, and we want to actually make sure that that is the case here because of the story here. So she has negative 100 and 100 with Vidorna, and whenever they see each other, they'll probably try and rip each other's heads off. But yeah, Kathy hates Vidorna. I don't know how Vidorna feels about Kathy, but it's probably not great. In any case, this is Kathy here, and a couple things I want to share with you in this episode. We have to change out Kathy's outfit and her look. It's what the first thing we're going to do. And the reason why is because Kathy has been through a lot, and she was the first character in Akanthop, and she was the only Akanthop is my previous neighborhood, for those of you guys just dropping by. And she wants to be seen as more of a real mom. She wants to be taken seriously, and her current look is not really allowing her to do that. So we're going to actually change out her look as well. But also, I wanted to show you a neat little trick I figured out about the baby dangle master here and having a baby, that Kathy wants to keep Sirius in her view all the time. So rather than having him sitting in a crib here, she decided to, and plus also today is going to be his toddler turning. So that's why we went ahead and did his bedroom over here. Very simple, very pretty. One thing I wanted to point out though is a super cool, look at that rocket ship lamp. That's awesome. That is actually from DOT at TSR. Let me just see here. That's a set of lamps. Yeah. So there's a rocket ship lamp, and there's several other lamps, ball lamp, car lamp for kids, and they're great for the kids' bedrooms. So that is a really neat thing. But we're going to go over here, and I wanted to show you about this walkthrough block here. So what is a walkthrough block? Well, I will share that with you. A walkthrough block, if you have a tiny house in The Sims 2, is pretty much essential. And I'll give you a little quick rundown about how it works. But this is what Sirius's mat is on. And we had to finagle it a little bit. So just to save you some time in case you try this and it doesn't work. The Sim, for example, can't put this baby in because there's a block, they'll have a route failure. Excuse me, but the important thing is to make sure that the arrow is going in this direction, and then make sure that Sirius is facing in this direction, and that's the way that it works. You have to turn it. You may have to turn it to make sure it is indeed facing in that direction. But it does work. Kathy just put the baby in, so we can confirm that. But the walkthrough block is what is allowing us to just pop Sirius up here. Without this being on there, he doesn't go up there. And you can see here that I have to turn it right now again, so that the walkthrough block is facing this way. When it pops up, it might pop up slightly differently, so you want to make sure it's facing in the right direction. And so I'm going to go ahead and make this walkthrough block invisible. But what it does is that, besides neat things like allowing you to pop things up where they normally would not go, the other thing is that it allows you to make 2x2 bathrooms. In the unmodded game, the only way to be able to have a toilet, sink, and shower in one bathroom is that the bathroom has to be 3x2 at a minimum. That's the smallest you can make it. But for lots this size, having those 2 extra squares is basically essential for a lot that is this tiny. This is a 10x10 lot. So the way to get around that is with a walkthrough block. You can put anything on the walkthrough block that is one tile and is not something that needs to be moved in order to be used. For example, these chairs would not work on a walkthrough block. The sim would route fail because the sim wants to pull the chair out, and the block is essentially unable to move along with the chair, so the sim would route fail on that. But you can put things like sinks on them, or toilets as well too, or even one tile showers if you wanted to have a shower that someone could walk through or walk around. So in this case, if you put the sink here without being on a walkthrough block, the sim would route fail as they tried to get through this space here and find it to be too small. It's not technically an entire tile. An entire tile for the sims it's 4 squares according to this tile here, which, by the way, this tile is courtesy of Velest. I love this tile. And Velest is a friend. She's a patron, and she's also on my mod team as well too. So hi, Velest. So anyway, she did this beautiful tile in this room. And so I'm going to show you here that there is a walkthrough block here, and there's actually 2 of them under here. One that has the potty on it, and one that has the sink on it. And so we are actually going to find out if a toddler can use this potty underneath the sink. Technically, they should be able to. The only thing we might have trouble with is the parent trying to potty train. There may be no place for Kathy to stand here, but otherwise it might work. And so we're going to find out. But I can tell you for certain that the sink does work, and the sim will go to the bathroom and then they will use the sink just like any other sink, because as far as the sim is concerned, the sink isn't here from the standpoint of having to move through it, but it is there from the standpoint of being used. So that is how you make a 2x2 bathroom. And if you do not yet have the walkthrough blocks, they are available from Mod the Sims, and they are by Silent Lucidity, who has done a ton of OMSPs, including the walkthrough blocks, and they are pretty much essential for simming as far as I am concerned. So now we're going to go ahead and make Kathy over to reflect the fact that she has grown a bit and she has learned, and she wants to show the council that she really is a good mom. So I'm going to have her go here so that we can see her as we make the changes to her. And I'm going to put her up here, and then I'm going to open up the so this is Kathy, how Kathy looks now. We'll get kind of close. Maybe not that close. And let's see if I can get it just a little bit closer. Nope. Nope. Ah. Okay, that was embarrassing. How long have you been simming? A long time. Not long enough, obviously. So you can see here that she has some really thin eyebrows, her dark makeup, her dark lipstick, and I wanted to make her seem more natural in her looks as well. So let's go ahead and we're going to click on Kathy, and I am using the Gussy Up plugin. It's essential. That's by Christian Love. You can get that on, I believe, Mod the Sims. If not, Google it. And I'm going to first do change appearance. And it's going to take a little bit of time for that to come up, so we'll just chat amongst ourselves because I have so much custom content that it does take a little bit of time before it shows. But what I'm looking for here with Kathy is I want to remove the dark makeup to make her eyes look less sunken, but I still want her to kind of look tired because she is tired. Caring for Sirius has been great for her. Sirius sleeps through the night. He is, he's a very easygoing baby. He's sweet. However, he is a baby. And so we can be able to see, I don't know, this probably won't change until we click the check mark button. So we'll use Kathy over here as our guide. So, and also, by the way, Midge the tree over at Tumblr, a sim-based Tumblr, has upgraded the Gussy Up plugin. So you may want to grab her version. It adds some new features as well too, and that is the version I am using. So want to grab that. Now, what we're going to do here for her lips and eyes, let's do her eyes first. There's a set here that I'm looking at by my favorite makeup artist. She has not been active in the community for a long time, but her name was Jess the X, and she was really, she was excellent makeup, and her makeup is really good. So I'm going to go for, not this here. I'm going to go for one of hers that opens up the eye a bit. That's what her makeup is really good at. That's a little bit too makeup-y. I want something that looks natural, but not too dark. If I can get something that's a little bit, I think this is what I want to go for, but I want to get something that's a little bit not quite as dark. So I looked at that one already. That's a little bit too light. That's too dark. So it looks like the only other choice I have is this one. And that's okay. It's a little bit darker than I was going for. Let's see if we can find something else that will open up her eyes a bit. Yeah, that's not it. I went for that already, but I didn't like it. Okay, but I had to try it again just to see. Hope springs eternal. That's too much makeup. I don't want her to look like she has so much makeup on. I don't think these are quite what I'm going for. Yeah, it's still too much makeup look. These get into older stuff that's not going to be what I want. I know that the one I want is up here somewhere. So let's look through again and see what we can find. I think this one's going to have to be my best option. I don't think I'm going to be able to get any more than that. It has the dark eyes under the look that I like. And also, Jess's makeup makes Sim's eyes look a lot larger, which is nice. And then over here, the makeup I'm going for is back here. It's a very natural lip. Let me see if I can find it here. Ah, this one, I think. I want it to look natural, but still have a little bit of a made-up look to it. I think this is going perhaps farther. Oh, let me see. Is this one? How about this one? That is a nice possibility. And you can see it. We can compare new Kathy to old Kathy. Let me see if there's anything else. I want something that she's got a very thin top lip, and I want something that doesn't make that top lip look thinner. but still gives her a little bit of color. I don't want her to be so washed out. That's too dark. Ah, that's nice. That's kind of what I'm going for. Let's try one shade lighter and see. I think this one here. Yep, that's nice. That's very nice. And then the last thing we're going to do is we're going to give her some different eyebrows. And I know that the eyebrows that I want are a little bit farther along. Those are not the ones I'm looking for. I want something that looks a little bit more natural and less penciled. Because she has gone through, she's gone through a lot. And in her younger years, Kathy is someone who is, she's goofy, but she's not crazy. Yes, she believes in aliens, but she has been abducted. She's got perfectly good reason to believe that. There we go. These are the ones. So go for these, except I'm going to, and these brows are by Helene. Let's see if we can get some that are kind of brown. Not quite that dark. There we go. That's good. So I still want her to have a kind of severe look, but as if the eyebrows have grown out a little bit. So let's see how that looks on her. Much better, much better. Look at that. That does her very nice. That looks very good. So now we're going to, she still has her eyebrows are just a little bit quirky right here, you know, but they're still cute. And so she has her face looks more pleasant, softer in that way. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put her in a different outfit. Let me show you her current outfit. Kathy is very fond, as you can see from her house, of green. This house was a particular challenge for me to do because green is one of my least favorite colors. So I like softer greens, but the darker greens I'm not so fond of. So I thought this is going to be a house that, yes, I'm going to decorate it as per the character as they would want, but hate looking at it. But in this case, that's actually not the case. This is actually one of my favorite houses because it was a challenge, but it came out really well, even though it's not something I would personally choose to live in. Also, you might be wondering why Kathy's hair looks the way it does. I've explained that a little bit earlier in this Tiny Tales series, but if I go ahead and change Kathy's hair, it's just really going to change who Kathy is about. This hair, she had perfectly quote-unquote normal looking hair, and then when she went her first trip to the alien mothership, she came back with hair looking like this. Whatever she saw up there, she's not telling us. So we're going to keep her hair as is. You know, even if I kind of, tried to do a hairstyle that was kind of still had the same green, but the hair was tied back. I have a feeling that if she tied her hair up or tied it back, sort of like I do with my own afro, which does not look like this, trust me, it would one good sneeze and it would just pop out. This is basically Kathy, she couldn't control it if she tried. If she took the most, amazing afro pick in the world to that hair, it would end up looking exactly like this. Maybe she calls it a gift from the aliens. The other thing I wanted to point out before I go into Kathy's clothes is, and she does look a lot better cleaned up. I agree with that. This ring right here, if I can get slightly closer into that there. This ring is actually the, everyone who is part of the Alien Appreciation Society of Kettle Falls gets one of these rings as part of their membership. So that's what that ring actually has. It actually signifies something as well as just being a really cool ring. That ring is from Akia Guinea. And she did this one, I believe, is at TSR. And when I'm saying Akia, I'm saying AIKEA, Guinea, GUINEA. But yeah, that's just her personality, but she wants to be taken seriously as much as anyone can take her seriously. So anyway, let's go ahead and choose Gussie up now. And now we're going to buy clothes, and we're going to buy her something new. She does have some coins to afford that. And then the outfit I want for her is actually pretty far back in my clothing. I have a lot of clothing. You might be wondering this UI. You might be saying, wow, that UI is amazing. This UI is by Great Cheesecake Persona. And this is, it's either this one or, yeah, it's this one. So this outfit here is going to be her new outfit for her motherhood years. And this allows me to buy clothes for free. And I'll take it. But you could actually, and the Gussie Up plugin will allow you to buy clothing. It's great for when you first, a sim first grows up, ages up, and goes through their turning, as we call it in Kettle Falls. You can go ahead and pick everything out. But I tend to not use the Gussie Up plugin for that because the clothes are free. Unless I want them to be free. But if you want to pay for clothes, I'll show you how to do that. And I believe you can do it with the Pescado's, JM Pescado's clothing tool. Because she already has outfits that I like for her in each of those categories, I'm just going to skip these. And then you have Kathy redone. So there is Kathy all ready for motherhood. So now she has been stuck in these four walls for a long time. I'm going to go ahead and save now, just in case we don't lose that. And we're going to now call someone to come over and watch the baby, because we technically cannot leave the baby alone. However, we are going to be taking the baby with us in a roundabout way when we go and visit his godmother, which is where we're going to go today, and we're going to do his toddler turning there. So I'm going to use the function here on Monique's computer. It's computers with more options. You can get them from Mod The Sims 2. And then this particular computer, you might have to Google Monique's computer Sims 2 to get these, because I downloaded them. Somebody added a lot more computers to Monique's computer. A lot more computer styles is what I mean. So let's do an invitation e-card and invite somebody over. And I think we're going to invite over Pearl, who happens to live next door. And Kathy has a, relatively okay relationship with Pearl. And so let's see, actually sort by relationship. Yeah, Pearl's near the top. So they have an okay relationship. And Pearl is also nearby and would really like to get out of the flop house. This is the flop house right here, because it's just her and the evil warlock, Cameron Leslie. And he is so annoying, and Pearl is so lonely. She recently lost her beloved to a cow plant accident. It was brutal. She really needs to get out of the house. So we're going to have her come on over, and then we're going to ask her to watch Sirius for us so that we can head on over. And the social worker will not come and take our baby again. Again. Yes, and by cow plant accident, I mean it was... What? Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I misread that. I thought it denied. The invitation e-card, the reason why my voice went up like that is that the invitation e-card is an automatic, always automatic. Yes, they will always come. So I read that quickly and thought that was a denial, and I was about to flip my lid. As you can see here, Kathy lives in the poorer side of town. There's some trash cans here. I tried to kind of, and by poor, my patrons are giggling at me right now, who are joining me, the ones who are joining me while I'm recording this, because they know that when I mean poor, or when I mean jail, I mean barely poor and the cutest cottagey jail you've ever seen. I don't do grunge. I've tried. It doesn't work for me. So I do my best to make things look kind of, you know, like this is the lower, basically lap of luxury jail, basically. So, but this is the poorer side of town from the standpoint that the lots are very tiny. I mean, some of my patrons are saying, one of them is saying that she would happily go to jail there and be perfectly content. In fact, if she lived in Kettle Falls, one of the first things she would do is commit a crime so she could go to jail there. It's like home away from home. Now, it may look very nice on the outside, and it does. It was the old, and the lot we're talking about, which we will be doing a Tiny Tales on, is Constable Sutton's house, the constabulary and the jailhouse. And it's hard to see it from here. Let's see if I can get up a little bit higher. It's pretty hard to see. The manor house is blocking it, but this tiny little thing back here is the old, it's the jail. It's the jail. And when I play these lots, I'll tell you the story about this, but these lots were originally a warehouse that burned down and had a fire in the middle of the warehouse. So the middle of the warehouse was torn down, and then this end of the warehouse became the fire station, and this end of the warehouse became the constabulary, the police, and then also over here in the back was the caretaker's cottage for the this manufacturing warehouse, and that cottage got turned into the jail. So that's why it's such a cute. It's the cottage jail. So when you go to jail, the criminals of Kettle Falls go, "Oh no! Don't take me to jail. This is awful. Please, officer, show mercy." But the cells are not very comfortable, and they are, they do have just a single bed, a toilet sitting there. It's not fun on the inside, but it is cute on the outside. I will give it that. So, so now that we are waiting for, Kathy's going to do what she does best, which is look at her baby. And here comes Pearl, who is also pregnant with, there's a lot of, now that I think about it, there's a lot of kettlers right now who are pregnant from their dead husbands. Yeah. That's not so good, is it? That is not so good. So Pearl is here, and let's greet her. And I'm going to do, let's greet her with a earthy hug. I think it's something in the water. Don't drink the water if you ever come to visit Kettle Falls. And you are able of, well, actually I was going to say if you could impregnate, but everyone can impregnate in Kettle Falls. So, be pregnant and impregnate in the way we do it. So anyway, so they are greeted here, and Pearl is very happy to spend a little time, and look at her dress. She's so cute. So Pearl has actually had kind of a rough time of it. She's a cutie pie though. This is Pearl up close. She and Kathy have interesting noses. It's like the interesting nose competition. But I like my Sims to look, not stereotypically pretty all the I want them to look human. I mean, for Sims, if you get what I'm saying. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and click on this, and oh, baby, you can talk to the belly. Actually, let's do that. Let's talk to the belly. What just went down? What just went down? She is, are they no longer friends? Did they just lose their friends? Ship status? What's up with that? Okay, well, Pearl is, I'm going to chalk that up to maternity crankiness. Because she just refused her for being able to talk to the baby. Maybe we should chat a little bit first. Because we're about to leave her alone with our own child. And we might want to, let's go ahead and brag. We might want to, yeah. Maybe. Speaking of good looking. Hey, baby. How you doing? This is Dr. McCotty, as we call him. His name is Dr. Bendel Whitquist. He is actually newly married to Claire Sloan. And so, yeah. And you know, I think here's a good possibility of what Claire was saying. She's like, you know, you just left the city for 6 months, which is true. Kathy did need to take a vacation, and she was so distraught about losing her baby that she actually left just in the middle of the night. She left and was not seen in Kettle Falls for about 6 months or so. And so she comes back in, and then the first thing she does is, you know, call Pearl over without even going over to say hello or welcome home or I'm back. It's a little selfish, I will admit that. So I can definitely see that as well too. The doctor is also in a good mood because he doesn't know that he was recently cheated on at Kathy's baby blessing. Okay, so we're going to have them chat a little bit, and I'm gonna have her, here we go, click here, let's click chat, and then let's also talk about grilled cheese because it's Kathy and we have to. Awesome. So Kathy immediately is okay. Kathy tries to explain to Pearl that the reason why she is was gone is because there was this whole thing with her baby is back. Her baby was being used for kind of being sat outside in the snow, sitting outside by a potion cauldron. Now Kathy still doesn't know that there was the reason why Sirius was abducted in the first place. Well, not really abducted, but taken, was because his magic baby's breath allows for baby's breath potion. However, yeah, it gets complicated, but in any case, Pearl doesn't believe her one bit. Not one bit. Pearl is actually, I think she's in grief still because, yeah. Pearl, get back here. All right, let's see if we can interest her with some grilled cheese. Like any good pregnant woman, she's like, heck yeah, I'll eat that. Speaking of which, here is Cameron Leslie passing by. He is part of the reason why Pearl wants to get away from the flop house. This is Cameron Leslie. He is one of our evil warlocks. Oh yeah, and by the way, the doctor was cheated on with the vicar. So, yeah. Anyway, so she does like the grilled cheese, and that's enough to make Kathy feel like she's going to be, do a good job with the baby. So we're going to click on her, and we're going to click on Ask to Watch Kids. And without any problem, Claire will go, not Claire, but Pearl will go in there, and she will watch the baby and take care of him. Uh-oh. There may be a problem with her being able to get to this baby bouncer. So just to make sure, because it does look like she's having trouble getting to that bouncer, I'm going to take him and put him here on the floor. Just here. Just so she doesn't have any problems with that, because she is trying to get to him. In any case, look at her waddle. Nope. Still having trouble. I'm going to take this, I want to make sure that Sirius can be cared for. So I'm going to take this walkthrough block off for now until I figure out what the heck the problem is with it, which I will do in between episodes. But in the meantime, I'll put him right here so that she can hopefully take him out of there. Let's see if that'll do it. They still want to chat. Pearl, Kathy is saying that Pearl needs to get away for a while, and maybe that getting away from the island might be good for her, and that she might go up to River City and watch a show. Okay. So, I want to make sure she can pick up Sirius. Yes, she can. Awesome. So we're going to leave Sirius there for now, and let's have Kathy walk to Lot now. And we're going to go visit other Sims. Oh, no. You know, I just thought of something. I just realized that maybe Visit Other Sims isn't available because there's a baby on the lot. Yeah, that might be it. So, the way we're going to have to do this is we're going to have to do it the other way around. We actually thought that it might be because Kathy was a little bit bugged, but it's not the case. It's because I think there might be because there's a baby on the lot. So let's go over here to Willow Tree Farm where Kathy is going to go, and we're going to meet Nome, and Nome will invite Kathy over, and then we'll bring Sirius with us if we can. I know we can. So let's go ahead and save the game here. The music that's playing in the background is from Animal Crossing New Horizons. We haven't been to Willow Tree Farm in a long time, so I'm not certain if the patrons who are watching me right now as I record this will actually remember this lot, because it's been quite a while since we have been here before. Now, Nome is Sirius's godmother, as we saw in the last baby blessing. She is the one who lit the 4 candles and chose the angel that would guide Sirius through this lifetime. And Nome is a farmer, and she is the owner of Willow Tree Farm, which we're about to see here. Willow Tree Farm is super cute, and this is one of the first lots that I did in Kettle Falls. I think this might be the first residential lot I built, but I actually built this one myself because I really needed to have a lot that fit right in this location, and it needed to be a 3x1 lot, and so I ended up making my own. And I also wanted a lot that had a barn shape to it. That was pretty important. I wanted it to be shaped like a barn. So I only found one other lot that was the size that would fit here, but it was not the proper barn shape. So I ended up making my own, and I was very happy with how this turned out, because I'm still, will say again that building is not my strong point. So Nome here has a very tiny little farm, just enough for her to be able to take care of herself, and she is growing, everything is sickly. Dead! Oh my gosh, her stuff is all dead and sickly. Okay. Well, we ought to get to that. but she has a chicken coop over here with Harvey the chicken and a couple of other eggs here as well too. And this was for me to assign an NPC to this. And I'm going to take that down for now, and I'll set that up. But that allows you to assign someone to be a gardener. Because as you can see, Nome was getting behind on things. She was getting far behind. Let me give you a little tour of this lot. It's pretty simple. I'm going to do a little bit more landscaping. This area here particularly is rather naked, as it were. So we could use some trees and stuff. But this is it for now. When we do Nome's Tiny Tales, we'll decorate her lot. So this is Nome's lot, and it's very open and simple. I just wanted something that felt kind of like a large, rambling old barn that had been turned into a farmhouse. The gardener does need a gardener. Yes, that is true. Cannot argue about that. And this kind of interesting kitchen that is really more wide, you know, and I might end up changing this around, but this is the best I could come up with right now, is this kind of awkward, super wide kitchen. And the reason why I don't have a cabinet, a counter right here, kind of going around the corner, like so, is because it ended up kind of blocking the doorway, but I might add that in later. But it's a simple open kitchen area here, and I might end up changing this a little bit so that, especially as Nome's, I mean, well, honestly, I don't know if Nome will ever have children. She's never really indicated a desire for that. She's a romance sim, and she definitely enjoys that. Speaking of which, here is a love note from Kathy. Kathy and Nome are on again, off again right now, mostly off again. And she has a cute little bath in here. And you know, to be honest, I think No, actually, I did want this to be 3x2. As I said earlier in the episode, that I may have wanted to make this a 4x4. But I actually did want this to be 3x2. And this one means that the sink does not have to be on a walkthrough block. Over here we have just a very cute little rug before the fireplace. This is actually, both of these I think are from Kathy. And as you can see, Nome enjoys herself. And then up here is an empty bedroom, maybe for a farm laborer, maybe for some sort of crafts or something like that. It's a very simple house, and I haven't done a lot with it, as you can see. It's very cute. These chest of drawers are super cute, but they're invisible from the back. I just ignore that, though. And then she has this bathroom up here. But what is the most important thing is to see what Nome has in her inventory for throwing this party. Let's throw this party. We have some deli cheese and meats. Wonderful. Oh, we have some farmhouse bacon and eggs right here, which would be perfect. Oh, look at this. Another note. Oh my goodness, the romance sim gets around. She has some eggplants, lots of baskets. She has a present. I don't know what's in here. She must have bought this autonomously from the post office box. I think that's where we have these for sale. She has a dusty old lamp, which she doesn't really know what to do with. She'll probably put it in the attic. Yeah, that's it. She has a composter here too. So let's go ahead and the best thing is go ahead and start a party and invite people over. I'm not going to do a timed party, but we will head over here and email and do an invitation e-card and invite over some people. We'll invite a lot of the same folks. Why does she know the unsavory charlatan so well? That's what I want to know. So you can see here that here's Kathy. Nuala is somebody that she knows, and I think Kathy doesn't know very well. Let's invite her. We're not going to invite Pearl. She's watching the baby. The vicar, we'll invite, well, I'm a little bit concerned about that. We're definitely not going to invite the vicar and Claire because they have proven to be trouble. Who else would she like to invite? You know what I think? Does she know? She doesn't know Demeter very well, but I think that she would ask Demeter to come. Now, Demeter and Kathy have some past history. I've talked about that in previous episodes. So, Nome may want them to connect. And Nome, just like Kathy, she really just prefers the company of women. We're going to invite Davy over as well, too. Nome is not the jealous type, and if Kathy kind of makes it with Davinia in front of Nome, I'm not sure there's going to be any problem about that. I don't think so. I think that's probably it. I think she would lean against not asking the vicar. Nome is not religious in the slightest. Kathy likes the vicar. Nome has no particular preference on him, you know. But I think they're going to make it female-only party, except for a little serious. So let's go ahead and invite everybody over. And then I'm going to have her do a quick clean around the house. All right. How nice of you to include me in your mailing list. I'll gussy up and come right over. She actually did gussy up, and she is actually coming over. So we're going to need a birthday cake, but first of all, we have to get serious here. She's going to use her, this is her recycling bin here. All right, I love that. Davinia is so hungry for food that she's like, open the door right now. So put that in the recycling, and then let's go over and we will greet Kathy. And Oh, it looks like, do I have automatic greeting on in the slot? I may have. Let me check. What I'm looking for is this right here. Do I have automatic? No, I don't have it on. Okay. So I'm just wondering if she needs to greet anybody. Greet Heron. What I'm momentarily confused about is I should be seeing an option that says greet everyone. And then Kathy doesn't have a greet option. Like, she's already accepted. So we'll just go ahead and greet Davy. And then we'll greet Heron. Heron Tucker. Oh, Heron, I didn't invite Heron. Oh, no wonder. But you know what? She's dropping by, so heck, let's just go ahead and invite her anyway. Heron Tucker is, Davy, no, I want you to do this instead. I know I told you to clean, but do this instead. And Kathy just walks in like she owns the place. Everybody else is patiently waiting outside. And then let's have her greet Davy, and that will... that's what I was looking for. Greet everyone. I knew that was there. There we go. Yay! All right, so now let's get the tunes going. We have some opportunity for music here. And I'm going to... The music was already on, but let's switch to... Now, we won't be able to hear this music because I have music playing in the background, but you'll have to just imagine the awesome music. I think Nome likes a little bit of hip-hop. Okay, so we have music on. And also, we do need to get the baby here now. So, how do we do that? The best way to do that is to select Kathy. Let's control her. And then, I think the quickest way to do it, let's go ahead and click on, I'm going to save here just in case I make a mistake here. But I think the best way to do it is the way we did it at the church, the same way, which is to click Restore Family. Other. Restore Family. Let's see if that does it. Nope, because we are not on Kathy's lot. And before, when we clicked Restore Family, we were actually playing Kathy, having moved to a community lot. So our next best option is the good old Summoner. And there's Sirius. I love how the babies come. Well, I don't love it. It's so Simsian. How the baby comes in like that. And we also need to... I'm going to click delete here. And then once we do that, the baby is fine. I mean, on the floor. But, you know, that's Sims motherhood. We also need to take a... And Nome, the first thing I think Nome might do is buy a little gift for her godson. So let's go here. And here. The other thing I love about the nursing mod is that Sirius has all he needs in order to eat. We don't have to carry around a bag full of bottles and all of that. So let's give him a Dangle Master over here. Well, she already has one, but this one is actually a custom Dangle Master, so I'll show you this one. It's really cute. And in order, even though it doesn't have anything in the bottom here, that's okay because you can just take a rug, a small rug, and a little bath mat right here and just put it right underneath. And that's the same as, right there. That's perfect. That's a very, really comfortable little mat for Sirius to be on. And I will have Nome put Sirius in his little Dangle Master. And oh, you know, I just realized that this Dangle Master is actually not a working Dangle Master. And I thought it was. So it is only for a show. So we're going to go over here, and I could have sworn that was a working Dingle Master. And actually, I am being told that it actually is, which is what I remember. So, oh, you know what? I know what it is. I know what it is. I'll bet you. Watch. Because Sirius isn't part of the house. That's why. So that is a working Dingle Master, but unfortunately, the only way we're going to be able to do this is to temporarily make Sirius part of this house. So the best way to do that is to use our moving cat here and temporarily move poor Sirius. What you have to do in this game just to get a baby to go visit somebody. Goodness. So we can summon him, and then we can just go ahead and move him in. We're going to move in Sirius for now, and then babies make you earn it, and then after that we'll move him back in when we get home. So let's put that down again, and so I can show you that Dingle Master at work. All right, so we had picked the little blue one here. And we'll go here to Children's and pick this. That really did surprise me, because I thought, you know, I know that Dingle Master works. So it does work. Let's put Sirius in the Dingle Master now that he is part of our family. And then the next thing is we'll just party and have a little party here. Kathy is talking about regaling stories about the time that she was a plant sim when she thought that she'd be taken to the mothership. And Davinia and Heron do not like each other. Well, Davinia doesn't like anybody. Look at that face. Look at that. Davinia's face is absolute perfection. Look at that. Oh my god. So she doesn't really like a lot of people. That is quite true. Let's see though. Let's get a game maybe. And here you go. Here's Sirius using his mat, and you can also, as I'm going to do here, adjust the mat to make sure it's all the way under his little body, and he's now fine. And so he'll be there for the party. And so the long and short of it, if you want to play The Sims 2 and have your baby go to places, is that you simply have to move your baby in, teleport them in, and then move them in. And I actually am so used to using the summoner that I use that for teleporting automatically. But the quickest way to do it is to go ahead and use this teleporter cat for BySim Logical, because that allows you to both summon the person you want and move them in one, two easy steps. So it's a lot quicker than the way I did it. So let me see. I want to get a game going. And I think it might be, I know what we'll play. We're going to leave the baby inside. He's fine. He's fine. He's fine. He's fine. Let's play a couple of games of Sims Bingo, and then we'll grow up Sirius. And then I think that might be the end of Kathy's tiny tale. Let's go to party here to momentarily think of it. And I just have to remember what it is called. Also, I think that this, the gift that Nome is going to give her godson for his birthday is this snow cone machine. This snow cone machine is a real is a real object. You can buy a snow cone with it. And so I'm going to put this in Nome's inventory. And I'll have her give this to Kathy as a present. And the other thing I'm going to do is have other people give Kathy presents as well, too. And I'm thinking the best way to do that once Kathy is done is to click on the person I want to give the present to and click exchange gift. That will open up the gift option for Kathy, and then I can just close that option down, and then the next thing that will pop up is the gift option. We'll try it. The gift option for someone to give Kathy a gift. And she'll get a bunch of gifts today for Sirius's Toddler Turning. But what I was doing was, which Nome has no money, so I'm going to give her a little bit of money from her fairy godmother, which is me, so that we can at least have a game here. And, you know, I just realized I think I might be in the wrong area for this game. I don't often play this game, the bingo game. Here it is. Yep. And I'll have her sell it right after the party. So here is that game, and I'm going to place it here. The good thing is that Nome has plenty of room in her yard to enjoy a game. Let's call and have Kathy play, and I'm going to see if other people come over and play automatically. We'll see. As they look for something fun to do. Hello, Constable Sutton. And my bad. I have him facing the wrong way. I didn't know, but that's all right. Okay, so come on in here, Davy. It's time to lose some cash. Nomi's like, anybody want to play for stakes? Anybody? Anybody? You know, this is a game that looks like it could be fun, actually. So over here, Demeter is and Nuala are actually really close. They are next door neighbors. And Nuala is one of the prettiest Sims. Oh my goodness. First of all, one of the many things I love about Nuala is her hair. Look at her hair. Her hair is fantastic. She is an exquisite Sim. She is so beautiful. And Rose, I mean, all of my Sims are, I don't know about beautiful, but they're all interesting. You know, they're all beautiful to me, for sure, even though she's kind of making that funny face right there. But she's really cute. She's really cute. And the other thing I like about the Sims is how much expression they have. I mean, yeah, like that. And, all right, so, let's see. Oh, I thought so. Kathy! Kathy! Kathy, why did you reject her? What's up? I don't know what's going on with that, but, Kathy, I guess Nome and Kathy's relationship is over. Which is really rude because Nome's like threw this party for Kathy. She, you know, Nome's like, I don't know if she even wants to give her a present now. Like, give her a present after rejecting her? Come on. Why would you do that? That's just rude, Kathy. I don't know. Do you know of a good reason why Kathy may have done that? Come on. Wow, look at all those rejection socials. Look at that. Did you see? I've never seen anyone reject that before. What's going on here? Let's find out how they have an 82% relationship. What's happening? You know, the only thing I can think of is that, I mean, Nome's just like walking away at this point. She's just like, you know what? Screw you. Oh, and is there some fighting going on here? No, that's just talking. Okay. I thought there was a little bit of eye poking going on, but no. What is going on there? Nome is so upset. You know what? I think it's time. Let's exchange gifts. Why don't we exchange gifts? Because you know what, Kathy? I mean, the best I can think of is that Nome has not called Kathy in ages. Ages. So, and maybe Kathy is like, I know why Kathy was upset. Kathy is thinking, listen, I lost my child. I left for 6 months because I had nowhere else to turn. Did you call me? No. Did you write me? No. Did you even send me a postcard? Wait, let me check my memory. No. So yes, I have entrusted my son to you. I know you'll be a good godmother, and I do still care about you, but do I want to have a romance with you? No, not right now. I really don't. Plus, do you know how tired I am? I am a mom, Nome. Do you even understand what that means between all of your carousing and romancing? I don't think you do. I'm tired. Sirius needs everything from me. My boobs are slacking because I'm breastfeeding all the time. Do you have any idea what that's like? No? Okay, talk to the hand. Just talk to the hand. So basically, I'm not here. I'm not your convenience whenever you happen to feel like it, when everybody goes in after we're done playing my Shuno and you want to get a cop of feel in the garden. I don't think so. So, she's just done. She's done. Maybe Kathy's grown up. Maybe Nome, and she's right. Nome isn't serious. Nome isn't somebody that she can rely on. But let's go ahead and exchange gifts. And Nome is going to get her payback. So the way this works is that you can just pick anything that Kathy has in her inventory, and then, or I believe you can just close this out. Let's see if we're right. So if we do this, nope, it'll just cancel it. So, I learned that lesson. There we go. Let's do exchange gift again. And exchange gift. And you can just scroll down here and pick something from Kathy's inventory. Now, if you run an integrated hood like I do, you'll have lots to choose from. This is Nome's inventory, actually, so I was incorrect about that. But, oh, here we go. Here's what we're going to give Kathy. We're going to give Kathy. Here we go. Whatever. And also, just to be super spiteful, she's gonna give Kathy this stupid, dusty old lamp that she found in the attic of the barn when she moved in. And she's gonna be like, you know what? I don't really want to seem completely cold-hearted, Miss Kathy Walsh, but here, have a lemon. Why don't you suck on that? And by the way, and this is true, I actually did have this lamp up in the attic of this house when I built it. I had up there this dusty old lamp. Meaning that, I was kind of thinking that Nome could use it for story purposes, or she could use it for money for, kind of getting her farm started, but she never used it. And so I think it's perfect for her, and she doesn't know that it can be used, and I never actually went ahead with that story. She just thinks it's literally a dusty old lamp. So she's like, you know what? I found this in the attic. Maybe you can make some use of it. Why don't you rub it and see if an alien comes out, Kathy? Okay? So, a lemon and a dusty old lamp she's going to give to Kathy. And Kathy is decidedly uninterested. Decidedly. And then Nome's like, you know what? Let's just have this party and get it over with, and raise up my godson to a toddler and do his turning. Okay. So the other thing here is this is Kathy, who can now return a gift to Nome. And that's why it is exchange gifts. You can just do give gift instead. But Kathy is going to give Nome half of an eaten cake. Here you go. It's a little stale. Hope you like it. And then she just stares at her with this nasty little grin on her face. Imagine it. So that is all. And I think Although Nome is a little bit more happy with what she's getting because Nome can act more gracefully than Kathy can. But let's go ahead and do the toddler turning. So I'm going to have Nome clean this up here. And then we're going to have her do her final gift as a godmother and buy the cake. Okay. And then look at this. Davy Porter comes over and starts to make on Kathy. Like not even letting her lips grow cold from the last smooching. She's on that like white on rice. And Kathy is, is she agreeable? Let's find out. I think she is. Yes. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. And Nome is coming over to try. She sees this through the window and she's like, look at them all lining up for some with Kathy. Literally lining up for some. Davy's in there. Kathy's trying to play this game, and Davy and Nome. And look at Davy. Davy's like, did you see Davy looking at Nome? I didn't get it in time, but Nome's like, look at him. Nome is so rude. I mean, Davy is so rude. Davy just stands in front of Nome while Kathy's playing this game. Look at her. She's trying to kiss Kathy. Look at this. And Kathy's not having any of it. Meanwhile, Sirius is fine. Sirius is in the living room. Totally fine. Nobody's watching the baby, but he's fine. And I'm not going to interrupt Kathy from playing her game yet. But how many times Nome is trying to get on Kathy and not accepting no for an answer. Oh, my Shuno! And look at her. Look at her. Try again. Look at that. Wow. 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 This is so hardcore. Goodness. This is awful. Wow. You know what? I have a feeling that we'll have to play Nome next. One of the things I love about Nome, look at her cute little shorts. How darling are those? Anyway, wow. That is just brutal. That is brutal. Nome, let's get this over with by going over here and buying a cake. Because the cake Kathy gave her in spite, cannot be used to do a turning. So let's go over here to party and let's find a birthday cake. I have a lot of them, a lot of custom cakes. Simlogical heirloom cake. Age++, the limey culinary cake. Oh, that's so cute. Buttery. The London's famous birthday cakes, that's the original one. And the purpley. Let's do the purpley. Now, unfortunately, my cakes, for whatever reason, and a lot of my objects have this like thing underneath them. I don't know what that is. I've never been able to figure out what that is. It started happening some years ago. If you do you have that under your objects? Let me know in the comments below. So let's go ahead and we're going to clean up. No. Let's take this out. Because that cake, let's try the regular Maxis cake and see if that gives me a trouble. Do I have to, you know what? What I will do, the cake I should be using is the, I may have to set his age. So actually, in order to avoid that, we're going to use the Simlogical heirloom cake for this because it will allow me to age up Sirius. So there we go. Let's bring Sirius to the cake. And it is time for him to grow up. And so that we can get as many people in here, let's go ahead and put this Myshuno away. She's going to sell it again because, money's not made on trees. And let's bring the baby to the cake. And we can finally see what Sirius looks like. Yay! All right, everyone, come on in. What's going on over here? Oh, for the love of Christmas. That's what's going on. I see. Okay. Okay, everybody gathers around Kathy nearest because that's her baby. Yay! And we're waiting for the last, and Rose is like, I'm coming! I'm coming! Alright, don't start without me! Yay! Sirius's birthday! This child has been through so much. He has been literally left in the snow while his mother and a hedge witch argued over him and his custody. He has been used for baby's breath. He has been left in the snow next to a steaming cauldron of some sort of magical potions. Goodness knows what it did to his poor nose. And he has been unloved. He has also been in the orphanage. This is all of what has happened. Oh, and he was, by the way, born by a trash can on the sidewalk. Yeah, he's been through it. But he is still, even with all of that, a very gentle soul, a very sweet baby. And we wish him a happy birthday and a happy turning. Come on, baby. Come on. 1, 2, 3. Okay, he's been through some stuff. He's been through some stuff. It's hard on him. He's very pretty. Oh, and there are the ears that show he is truly of alien descent. Now, my babies always, a lot of my babies get born without hair. And that's just, we're just going to have to kind of let that go for a minute. Because let's go ahead and change him into his clothing. And then let's put that cake out for the rest of the party. And that cake is in her inventory. Look at this. She has a want to get married to Kathy. She had a fear about getting married to Kathy. Well, I'm pretty sure that fear is not going to be happening. Look at all these wants she has for Kathy. It's like she plays around and plays around and plays around, but then when it comes back to bite her, yeah. And so we are going to get that cake out of inventory, and it should be towards the end here. Here we go. It's a little stale, but it's chocolate, so it's still redeemable. And the last thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and use the Gussy Up plugin to give Sirius a bit of a makeover here. So the way we can do that is we're going to click on Sirius, and let's see, can I change him with the Gussy Up plugin? It looks like I can't. That must be child and older. So the best way to do that, there's one way we can do it with the Sim Blender. That is one way. But the other way I like to do it for aging up is this way. We're going to use this tool here. This clothing tool. That's actually the best way because it allows us to go through all the different clothes of the sim and their appearance and change everything at once. So we can go ahead and pick new clothes for him. And we'll have her put him down so we can do that. It's a rockin' party. Okay, and the clothes he was wearing is pretty nice, but Kathy tends to like greens for him. And and I think she might, maybe these cute overalls. These look really cute. So here we go. And then for his pajamas, let's put him in every time I do this, I always think I need more toddler clothes. I really do. Let's go for this. And for his outdoor outfit, let's go for this. This is super cute. And then as you can see, it'll have his hair pop up. And this hair is actually great for him. It looks really cute. So let me see what other choices we have here for him. Because I kind of feel like his hair might be a little bit... I like that. I don't know why. I just think it works for him. I feel like his hair is kind of long and messy-ish. That's kind of his look. It's kind of, I feel like the messy-ish is like, it kind of has to come down, even though it's not a genetic passing down. It kind of comes down from his mom, you know, like his hair will always be a little bit messy-ish. So, yeah. Let me do that. And which one was that I just clicked on? Was it this one? Yeah. And I think I'm going to make his hair not straight black. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. That's a neat little color for him. It's like it's part of his alien heritage. The only problem is that it hides his ears, but, you know, and Kathy is not at all interested in hiding his ears. And then finally, I really want him to have freckles like his mom. So let's give him those. Because Kathy, let's see, let's give him some freckles. So I have a lot of freckles to choose from here. And I'm not seeing any. I want to see some that I can really see on his face. Those are beauty marks. No. Let's see. Do I have any other freckles? By the way, these Jessie, that's Jess the X, who I was speaking about here earlier. So I can't see his face really well, but I'll choose those for now because I just can't see what other... Oh, those look like they show up more on his cheeks, so we'll use those. And then... Yeah, I guess I think I'll keep him. He seems to have similar eyebrows to his mother. And I don't really see that he has any particular need for any makeup at the current moment. So yeah, there he is. Welcome to, welcome. Oh, look at him. And the first, that would break Kathy's heart that the first thing he does is ask for Nome instead of Kathy. Oh my goodness. Look at him. He's so adorable. All right. So, Kathy wasn't even in the room. Where is Kathy? Where are you, Kathy? Sitting down on her butt as usual because she's lazy and her son is asking for her godmother rather than for her. Oh my goodness. I'll tell you, this was some tiny tale, and I'm going to bring this tiny tale to a close. What's going to happen in Kettle Falls in the next tiny tale? Who are we going to see in the next tiny tale? Whose story would you like to know more about? Would you like to know more about Nome's story? Would you like to know more about Davinia's story? Davinia, who's standing right here. Or would you like to have the Gypsy Caravan be the next tiny tale? Who would you like to have as the next tiny tale? Let me know in the comments below. I'm going to leave you with some fun music from Animal Crossing. And I want to thank you for joining me for this series of Tiny Tales from Kettle Falls. This is Kathy's Tale. This has been Kathy's Tale and Sirius's Tale. And as always, thank you so much for watching.